And Stuart, this seems like the kind of violence many have been warning us about. Do you believe we're prepared to respond to these potentially widespread attacks?
Well, I think the problem is our social media, the lack of protection. I think that social media, given the fact that someone in Los Angeles, in New York, in Miami, throughout the United States, these are the type of domestic groups that we are seeing more common sprout and grow tentacles. And this is another issue for the FBI to deal with, another threat towards our national security. And it's just, unfortunately, we're trying to play catch up. Social media is really having an impact on dealing with these type of threats.
And I want to just read some of the warnings because they're pretty intense. One reading, those measures may not come in the form of something so easily cleaned up as fire and graffiti. So we could have a decision coming down as early as next week. What does this specific threat insinuate in your eyes?
I think clearly it shows their propensity. Look, they've shown a propensity for violence. They've already, indicated and have firebombed several locations already. And so these people obviously are well funded and have the abilities to carry out these type of acts of violence. And again, the FBI is trying to play catch up, trying to get ahead of it. We're trying to infiltrate these groups. We're trying to use technical surveillance, physical surveillance. We need to try to identify these groups. Now, keep in mind, again, with social media, we're dealing with groups all over the United States. And the irony of this whole thing is that one who's on the West Coast may be talking to someone who's on the East Coast. They may never have met each other. They don't even know each other. But again, they have a common goal and a common agenda. And that's the problem with social media in these type of cases. They give a lot of empowerment to these domestic terrorism type of groups and threats.
So, Stuart, how do we get our arms around just how big this group is? They say they're widespread. Can we verify that in any way?
Well, look, I think the FBI has indicated for the last 5, even almost 10 years with social media basically being an unregulated platform, there's been a lot of criticism coming out from the FBI to give them more tools to monitor social media. I mean, look, when we look at the mass shooting, the number of mass shootings, they've all indicated some sort of connection with social media. The FBI needs more resources, more latitude through the courts to give them more discretion to monitor people's social medias, to infiltrate those social media platforms so that we can be ahead of this. And so instead of waiting for something to happen and then be more reactionary, we can get ahead of it and try to infiltrate them and shut them down before they get too far ahead down the road and cause, the loss of human life.
I know you can't divulge too much on this topic, but what are some of the strategies law enforcement are going to be employing in order to wrangle this group and to feel like they have a good sense of who they're targeting, who they're looking for?
Well, look, anytime we have groups that are gathering together or communicating on social media platforms, the FBI using their technical abilities and their forensic abilities, we're trying to get into those chat rooms, those groups. We're trying to get confidential informants, confidential witnesses, those people who we may be able to flip and try to assist the United States in trying to give us those main players. We want to get to those main players, shut them down, take away their resources so that, again, they can't create property damage or the loss of human life. It's a very daunting task because, keep in mind, the FBI is the only law enforcement agency here in the United States that is tasked with being the intelligence agency and then, of course, protecting our national security. And this is a direct threat to our national security. And the FBI is using all resources that they possibly have to try to shut these people down.
Well, and speaking of threats, we just played one on our airwaves there. Messages that say, if abortions aren't safe, neither are you. What could the potential charges be for threats like this, potentially to the community, it seems?
Yeah, yeah. Well, so any threat that is used through the airways, it would be a conspiracy to commit domestic terrorism, and that is a very serious charge. In fact, it would be punishable up to 15 to 20 years. And so these type of threats, they do have significant and severe consequences. And again, we're going to try to utilize our prosecutors, our law enforcement agencies, local, state, and federal resources. This is a common goal. We all need to be unified. And again, I would, tell your viewers, again, it's the same thing when we see these mass shootings. If you see something, say something, bring it to the attention of law enforcement. No matter how insignificant you may think it is, if you are on a social media platform and you see someone who's throwing out some sort of threat with respect to this type of issue, bring it to the attention of your local, state, or federal law enforcement agencies.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.